Alrighty, we are about to embark on days 4 and 5 of my 5-day, 5 a.m. writing challenge. So let's jump into it. Jenna Cat, and I create lifestyle vlogs here on YouTube with an emphasis on productivity, creativity, and self-care. As I've said in the last 2 of this video series, waking up at 5 a.m. has not felt very much like self-care, but we did it. We did 5 days of it. I am filming this intro after the end of the challenge, but I will give you my thoughts and reflections about how this challenge went and if I thought it was worth it and if I think y'all should try it at the end of this video, so definitely stick around for that. And as a quick recap, in case you haven't seen the first 2 of this video series, which I do highly recommend going back and checking out parts 1 and 2, but for a quick recap, I am waking up at 5 a.m. so that I can do some really good book prep before I start draft 3 of my fantasy novel. That has looked like watching writing advice YouTube videos and reading a chapter out of one of these 3 on writing and world building books by Timothy Hickson and just taking copious notes. I've just been taking so many notes on all of the advice I've been consuming and how to apply that advice to my current novel. So that's it for this intro. We're going to go ahead and start out with day 4. Okay, good morning. Doing a quick check-in. I'm very sleepy, don't want to be awake, but here we are. It does not look icy outside at all, so that's disappointing. But they had already made the call that we don't have to go into work, so work from home day. It is predicted to maybe snow a little bit today, which I'd be so thrilled about. It's definitely predicted to snow a lot tomorrow. I want snow so bad, y'all. You don't understand. Where I live, we don't really get a lot of snow. It always snows around us, and then we just get the ice, which is not as fun. Ice isn't as fun as snow, funnily enough. I'm gonna go ahead and get into it, and then maybe I'll film an update if I learned anything interesting. All right, Pepfoot, let's get into it. Today's chapter is from Volume 2 of On Writing and World Building, and it is about handling pacing. Pacing is an extremely important element to any story, and you need to understand the ebb and flow of good pacing. Having action does not a good story make. That action is meaningless if it doesn't have those slower scenes where the characters process the consequences of said action, or have moments for us, the reader, to connect with those characters so we care about the consequences of those actions. While reading this chapter, I knew I needed to identify what my big thing is that my story is working towards so that I can make sure that every story obstacle or scene gets me closer to that big thing. helping with the overall pacing. Today's video was How to Structure a Scene by Jed Herne, and it was immensely useful. I'm not even sure how to summarize the endless notes I took during this video, but my goal is to take apart every scene in my book and analyze it under the goal, conflict, disaster, reaction, dilemma, and choice model Jed lays out in his video. What motivates me to write? I have always found joy in escaping to the worlds in my head. For as long as I can remember, I've envisioned myself living out the wildest and most harrowing adventures. I gained an interest in writing in 4th grade, but it wasn't until middle school that I actually started to think about the idea of other people reading my work. And that's what motivates me to write. This idea that I can create worlds for other people to get lost in as well. That my words could one day bring someone joy or move them to the point of tears. I've always written with the intention for my words to be shared, so I won't stop until that dream is realized. But I also want to recognize that my characters have gained a voice of their own. When I've taken too long of a break from my work in progress, my characters start getting in my mind, nudging me to finish their story. They ask why I've been away for so long when I love writing for them so much. I've given them such strong personalities that it is hard for me to ignore their desire to be written. Thinking about and writing their story makes me so happy that I can't imagine not finishing it. Hi, Foo-Foo. It is quite chilly, but I'm so happy it's snowing. I love the snow so much. Come here. Come here. Yeah. 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 Hi. Talia! Yeah! Yeah! Go on! Good girl! Yes! Good girl! Yes, good girl! Come here! You want this? Just ate it out of my hand. Right there! It's right here! Right here! Right here! You're bad at catching things. Good morning and happy Valentine's Day. It is February 14th and we got more snow last night. I am so happy about that. We've got a pretty good snow covering on the ground. I could still do with some more snow, but this is good enough. If we don't get any more snow, I think this is enough to make me a little happy, satisfy my little snow heart. Hi, Dahlia. Hi, Sweet Pea. Yeah, I'm in the kitchen this morning because I decided why not just come straight out to the kitchen today. Like I said, it's Valentine's Day. I hope y'all have a lovely Valentine's Day. I hope y'all are feeling loved by the people in your life. I hope y'all feel appreciated. And I hope y'all are taking a break from whatever goals you're working on so that you can be around the people that you love. Today is technically the last day of this little challenge I had made for myself. I have thoughts about it. Didn't go smoothly. That's for sure. But yeah, I'm going to finish my readings and videos and stuff for today, and then I'll give y'all my thoughts on how this challenge went. Also, good news, the other day when I was like, oh my god, I can't find the chapter of how I plan my novel in this, I found it. It's at the very end, even though technically, according to the back of the book, How I Plan My Novel sits right after, stop it, Dahlia, stop, sits right after Magic Systems and Storytelling and before Polytheistic Religions. It's not there. It's not It's not in between those two chapters. It's actually at the very end. So I found it. I'm going to read that today because I really wanted to read it. So I'm going to read that. Going to watch my videos, and we'll do a little recap. We'll do a little debrief. And I knew coming out to the kitchen for this was a bad idea. Dahlia is already being so annoying, and I fed her breakfast. So what's up, sweet pea? I know. If you're not being pet 24/7, you're not happy. Okay, I'm going to go do some things, and I'll check back in with y'all when that's done. And hopefully we get some more snow during that time. I'm hoping for some more snow. I'm going to get to some reading and learning.
I see the same 7 description mistakes come up again and again.
The video I watched today was all about setting descriptions. The biggest advice I've picked up from watching multiple of Jed's videos is that setting descriptions really need to be filtered through the lens of your unique character. How does your character's thoughts and experiences influence how they interpret the world around them? After Jed's and Haley's videos, I got to work organizing all the new scene ideas I came up with while brainstorming Draft 3. Draft 3 is going to undergo some major structural changes as the majority of the last half of the book just wasn't working for me. So I brainstormed new scenes that better serves the main purpose of the story and conflict I want to tell. So I needed to figure out how to fit them into my existing draft in an order that made sense, which consisted of copying and pasting scene points in a variety of different orders until I found a way that worked the best.
I still see your face. I go round and round until every sound is a symphony from my heartbeat.
About the things we used to do. No, you couldn't stand tall. So why didn't you call?
Babes.
So many years has gone by, but I think about you all the time. Looks like you're changing and all, but why didn't you call? Something in the air, always something in the air. Inexplicable, I can feel it in the air. Can you feel me? Can you feel me?
Julia! She's coming to protect me.
do. No, you couldn't stand tall. So why didn't you call? So many years has gone by, but I think about you all the time. Looks like you're changing and all, but why didn't you call? Something in the air, always something in the air. Inexplicable, I can feel it in the air. Can you feel me? Can you feel me?
Okay. Alright, I changed into some hearts to celebrate this beautiful day of love, and I am here to give you my final thoughts on this challenge and how I thought this challenge went and what I'm going to be doing moving forward. So, if it wasn't apparent, this challenge was really freaking hard for me. Like, really hard. The last couple days, even if I did wake up at 5, I didn't get out of bed until 6, and that is because, like I said, I was off work Thursday and Friday, so I really didn't want to wake up at 5 because I didn't need to. The reason why I've been having to wake up at 5 to work on my book is because I also have work during the day. So for me, waking up at 5 was so that I can squeeze this stuff in before I went off to my full-time job, and then the events of the day got in the way of me working on my book. So I didn't feel as motivated on Thursday and Friday because I'm going to be home anyways. I can work on the book at any time. And so I still woke up at 5, didn't get out of bed until 6. This was hard. This was really hard. I am not a morning person. My brain is not thinking at full capacity, but this was helpful for me still because, like I said, during the day, I run out of time to actually work on my book. So this made it so I actually had time in my day to work on my book and still accomplish my other goals that I've been working towards, like my YouTube videos. So, man, it's really like a catch-22. Am I using that phrase right? A catch-22? I don't know. It had pros and cons. I really don't like waking up at 5 a.m. I don't. Moving forward, though, I'm still going to give it a shot. I think part of the reason also why it was so hard to complete this challenge is I have the added stress of filming it for y'all, and I think maybe I would have gotten more done if I wasn't also worrying about camera angles and camera setup and filming these little talking head updates. So I'm gonna try next week, maybe not every day during the week, but maybe 3 days out of the week, maybe Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. For the next couple weeks, I will commit to waking up at 5 a.m. and working on my book. Because if I don't do that, I will legitimately run out of time to work on my book. So I'm gonna continue, even though it's a struggle. Even though it kind of sucks. But I love my book so much. I'm so excited about the idea of finishing this book that I think this little pain, this little struggle will be worth it. I am so excited about my book, and I can't wait to start draft 3. Why are my pets so gosh dang needy? I don't understand. I don't understand why they're so needy all the time. I can't do anything without at least one of them begging for attention, and I give them attention. I promise. I swear to you, I give them so much gosh dang attention. It's never enough for them. Okay, anyways. So yeah, that is how I'm gonna be moving forward, as I'm still gonna attempt to do this 5 a.m. thing for some days out of the week. And my next steps with planning, I'm still gonna do some of my readings and watching those YouTube videos, but I'm at a point where, if I'm really going to start draft 3 in March, again, it's February 14th, if I'm really going to start draft 3 in March, I need to start diving into my planning some more. I have 148 new ideas / scenes that I had brainstormed out during this long process of me learning all of this stuff. So now I need to organize all of those ideas into a vague order of how I'm going to implement them into my book. And I need to take some of those more vague ideas and turn them into scenes. I need to also plot out I really need to nail down my climactic scene and figure out how I'm going to make my core scenes work up to that climactic scene, because I'm still a little wish-washy on how I want my climactic scene to play out. And so I need to get that dialed in before I start draft 3. The part of the reason why draft 2 was a bit of a struggle for me was because of that climactic scene still being a little bit up in the air. So I need to dial down on my climactic scene. I need to dial down on my main villain's motives, and I need to dial down why my main character is in the position that she's in at the very start of my book. So yeah, I've got a lot of things I need to figure out, and I'm gonna still wake up at 5 a.m. to do that. I don't enjoy it. Let it be known that Jenna does not enjoy waking up at 5 a.m. at all. She does not enjoy it. Maybe I'll learn to love it. That's pushing it. You know, I will film an update if I ever learn to love waking up at 5 a.m. Okay? That is my promise to y'all. I don't know. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope y'all maybe try to wake up at 5 a.m. for your own reading or your own other goals that you're working towards. I recommend at least giving it a shot for a week. I think you'll probably see the most change if you try it for 30 days, which is why I'm not giving up completely yet, but try for at least a week. Anyways, I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, consider giving it a thumbs up. If you want to see more about my writing adventures, if you want to see more about my decluttering adventures, or just like other things about my life, if any of that sounds interesting to you, consider subscribing. And I wish y'all so much luck with your own goals and writing endeavors. See y'all in the next video. Oh my goodness, Padfoot. Oh, you're just the cutest boy. Do you want to tell the viewers of my channel to subscribe? Thank you so much for that input.